What's up, guys? Welcome back to it. I haven't done this in a while, man. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore because we don't seem like we do intros around here anymore. We've just been kicking it off lately, right, Mel? You good? Yo, what are you good?
I'm good now. I don't know what was up.
You like the name? Let's
Yeah,
ride,
okay.
David Carr. Let's ride.
All
Let's
right.
ride, David Carr. Let's ride.
Fire.
What's up, fellas? How you doing? GK back in the building. What's up, GK?
Yo, I just found out today that I made the final cut for Nobu, so I made the team.
Oh, word.
So
Congrats.
it was a good day. Yeah.
Congrats, boy.
Congrats.
We got a Trent down there back in the house. What's up, Trent?
No, I'm good. Packers gonna be on upset alert Sunday.
How
We won.
football going, bro? How football?
Nah. No,
No,
nobody
no.
asked me about. Nah, we good.
No?
Straight. We
Okay,
play.
we know
We
how
play
it's
in about
going.
we play in about like an hour. We play Memphis.
Okay, all right. I got you.
Going,
I got you.
but
I'll
I'm done
text you
talking about
tomorrow.
right now.
I text you tomorrow. G baby back in the building.
Oh, you're playing tonight?
Yeah, we what's the name? They play tonight. I'm not traveling. I ain't traveling.
G baby, how you doing?
Feeling good. I got a couple things I need to push today. It's been a while. So
See, I gave the definition of
Keep
agendas.
that
I
agenda
got
pushing.
I got a couple.
Yeah,
things
I had to
push
give school. I had to give school on the night show. I had to give school a lesson on what narrative pushing and agenda pushing mean. G baby should have been there. He could have explained it better than me because that's your whole embodiment.
I'll probably.
It's your embodiment,
But
bro.
see,
It's a party.
this is stuff that I was pushing before the season. So,
But okay, some stuff came to fruition, like the Raiders.
Oh no, I didn't
Look,
expect that. I didn't expect no 1-3. That was wild.
I did.
You ain't expect that.
No, I'm gonna find a clip, bro. I swear to you, I'm gonna find a clip where I said that Derek Carr went to the Raiders to play with. I mean, Derek. I know his
Devontae
name.
Adams.
Devontae Adams went to play with.
I just saw the clip.
Right.
I just saw it. He did say it. He
Right.
did.
I said it that they're gonna be trash, and then they put up a donut. They 0-3, bro, and finally got a win.
It's such an embarrassment to
I don't know.
not just to the Raiders,
Best wide
but to the
receiver in
Saints
the
as
league.
well. It's an embarrassment that
We gotta
the
ask a
Raiders.
legit question. Where do
have
we
a better
rank Derek
record.
Carr?
It's
Where
a
do we
whole-
rank Derek Carr?
I mean,
David Carr ranked
You
right
get it
now
out.
amongst
I
quarterbacks.
mean,
Get it out.
I don't want to get it off too early,
Hey,
but
Mel.
I don't want to get it out too
Go ahead.
early.
I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna let it happen, and then I'll get my piece.
I'll leave you alone. But no, we do gotta have a serious conversation where we rank Derek Carr as a
He ain't
quarterback.
better than Kirk Cousins, like I said. He ain't better than Dak. So
Is he still better than Matt Stafford? Or do you think? I'm sorry. Do you think he's better than Matt Stafford? Not
Who
is
said
he
no?
still? No, I'm asking you. Do you think
no.
Derek Carr is better than Matt Stafford?
No.
No.
Interesting.
Call me David.
You think
I
he
don't
is?
think he is, but he also.
You're splitting hairs at that point.
If we want to do based off this season, yeah, you guys splitting hairs because they both been playing like some goddamn mid.
No, I'm talking about level. I'm talking about overall. Like
Overall, I would still say Matt Stafford is better, but
Yeah, you do.
he's not helping my argument at all. Like I can't defend.
I would
him.
say if
Everybody-
everybody,
I mean,
I would be starting.
Bullets in the towel is fire, bro.
What up, Village?
It's fire.
But I think
I would be
everybody.
starting Stafford and Derek Carr would be my backup if I had them both on my team. Like,
I mean, Derek Carr has just like never been top 10, so like he's never been like around that level. So.
And Matt Stafford at least was flirting with top 10 before.
I
and
want to
then he
hear
was
most
in
of
top
what
10 last
Mel
year.
ranks him.
Well, right now he's playing like trash. But that's. I mean, if you look across the league,
Hey, Abraham, what's up?
if you look
Overall,
across the
just-
league, like all the quarterbacks are playing bad, except for maybe like 3, 4, maybe 5.
Throughout his career,
Ah,
not
not-
right now.
Hey, I'll tell you right now who's not playing bad. That's that man down in Duval, Trevor Lawrence.
No, but he.
Oh,
I mean, he came. No, he came. No, he came out. He came out the game. Yeah. He. I mean, the first game they played, he didn't play good.
He played.
He's playing better than last
He
year.
played solid. His
he-
first game,
the
I would
last
say they played solid.
2.5. The last 2.5 games, he's been solid.
Other than the Philly game, because even though
And then the Philly
Philly game he fumbled
the
so
second
much.
half. The second
Yeah.
half, he just They
Yeah,
suck.
but I think he had like 2 or 3 fumbles. That's not good, personally. But
I mean,
nevertheless,
Tice.
outside of
No.
Mahomes,
I would say Mahomes,
Lamar.
Lamar, Josh
Jalen
Allen,
Hurts.
Jalen Hurts,
Jalen
Trevor,
Hurts.
Tua, Jared Goff. Well, Tua before he got hurt.
Gino.
But Tua and Jared Goff.
Gino.
Oh, yeah, Gino. Yeah, Gino should get some love.
Gino definitely got to get some love.
Yeah,
You
for
We're
let
not
him
doing
go.
that.
You're not
Joe
doing
Flacco
that.
till
All right.
Joe
1.5
Flacco till
good
week
games.
3.
David Carr about to show himself this week. You better stop playing.
So it's just like
the thing about David Carr though, like he was shitted by like.
Derek Carr. Stop saying Dick. Oh, you
I'm
talking
talking about
somebody's
David.
brother?
I'm dead ass talking about David.
Oh,
I was gonna say
okay.
Trill is dead ass
David
talking
never
about
got a
David
good
Carr.
hand
Talking
dealt
about
to
David
him.
Carr, like
David
he was
never
like
had
he
a
You
looked
see
chance.
the effect
he
now?
looked
He
ass,
never had
but
a
like
chance.
his
You're
situation
jumping.
was so
The
bad.
name
Oh,
got you.
right.
What?
Yeah,
His
David
offensive
Carr
line
didn't
was
have an actual.
terrible.
Like his
Yeah, he
situation.
He
was
never had
so
a shot.
bad.
No, I know
It really
It's
that.
like
low-key
giving a man
really
a
never had
gunfight, a gun in a gunfight with no bullets in the chamber.
Bullet you
Like
to
no
be.
bullets in the
It's
gun.
not
Like,
true.
he had
You know
no
what you call me.
Yeah, but as far as Derek Carr
Part
goes,
2.
I mean,
The offensive line is bad, bro. Everybody's hurt.
I hear
It's
you.
like it's getting
They
stupid now.
shouldn't be 1-3 right now. I hear you. They shouldn't be 1-3.
I tried to tell
No,
you.
I will
no.
excuse the Chargers loss.
I'm frozen.
They shouldn't have lost to the Cardinals.
The
And
Cardinal
they just
game.
got smacked in the mouth by the Titans. Like,
Alright, I'm
just
back.
smacked
I'm
in the
back.
mouth.
Yeah,
But the
I mean,
Cardinals, they shouldn't have lost.
They shouldn't have lost. No, they should be 2-2 right now. Easy.
Yeah,
At best,
2-2 is fair.
At least.
2-2 is fair.
I
At
think
least.
David Carr could get a team to 2-2.
But I mean,
Not with that offensive line.
With
Yeah,
that
I was gonna say,
offensive
that was
line,
that line.
That was always David Carr's biggest.
you know what's
problem.
crazy? You know what's crazy? That offensive line wasn't a problem when Josh Jacobs ran for 116 yards on a
Y'all
good Denver
used to wear
Broncos
blue.
defense.
I know.
The offensive
No,
line
it's-
wasn't a problem.
it's easier to run block than it is to pass block, bro.
I
you know
know.
that.
So
And the
then my
pass
point
block
is, why aren't you
compared to
running
run block
the
is-
ball a lot more?
That
That's
would
my
be a question
problem.
for
That's
Josh
my
Jacobs
problem.
or Josh
Why
McDaniels.
aren't they running the ball more than they like? Then we can blame Josh McDaniels then, but they're not running the ball. Like they just did that
That's
on
definitely
Denver.
true.
They just ran the ball on. They just ran. Josh Jacobs had like 116 on Denver. A really good defense.
Yeah, they got me 12 points last night in fantasy.
Yeah. So like,
They knew.
And they
He
lost.
let Josh Jacobs cook, so I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank you.
you got to think about it like this: the past games, Josh Jacobs has been legitimately damn near averaging 5 yards a carry, and this is his first game eclipsing 100 yards. So that says a lot to Josh McDaniels, in my opinion. Like, you got to run the ball, bro. Stop trying to overcomplicate the offense.
Yeah, but he comes from an offense that doesn't run the ball. So it's like it's just
They're
hard for him
averaging
to adjust.
What you talking about?
Josh McDaniels with the Patriots,
they don't run the ball.
not when he was there, no.
They didn't run the ball last
they
year.
ran the ball for sure.
They didn't run the ball last year. What?
That's why they had so many back. That's part of the reason why he wanted to incorporate the two tight
Yeah,
ends.
didn't like Damian Harris have like 12
Yeah,
touchdowns?
Damian Harris.
They had like one of the most
They had
rushing
like one
attempts
of
in
the
the
best
whole
rushing
league.
offenses in the league.
Not to mention,
That
he
was
turned.
last year.
Did he turn like?
On the whole, the Patriots
Oh,
offense
yeah,
is not built around the. The
I mean,
Patriots offense is not
if you're
built
talking
around the
about-
running.
They talking
If
about
you're talking about when they had Brady, I mean, yeah, I think
Even then, they still had.
they
I was gonna
still
say,
ran the
even then, they
ball
still
though, but
ran
they
the
just
ball.
You knew who
they
their
just
running back was.
they would
You
just
knew their
cycle their running
all the
backs. But
Yeah,
they would
but
run the
they
ball.
did.
Whitehead.
They did not. They weren't a run-based offense. The Raiders are a run-based team.
I mean, there's no
I don't
offense
know
with Tom
about
Brady is
that,
going to
man.
be a
I-
run-based
I
offense.
specifically remember Rex Burkhead going for over
You
100
just-
on the Raiders with Josh McDaniels.
Rex Burkhead maybe
They
played
ran the ball.
fucking 8 games for the fucking Patriots.
Hey,
But
but
you
did
still
he
knew his
not go
name.
crazy on the
Hey,
Raiders?
but
bro?
hey, but then and
Over
then hey,
100?
and then there was a point
They
Sony
ran the
Michelle
ball,
was
bro.
getting work.
You knew his name.
There was
Come on,
like
now.
they just cycled
When
their
ha-
running backs like
When
crazy
has the Patriots had a top 10 rushing offense?
last year.
last year, and I think
No.
the year before, or maybe not the year before because everybody was hurt. But
They did that because they had to run the ball. But when
I
they
mean,
had the
we can-
receivers and stuff like that, that's on a Josh McDaniel typical offense. They don't run the ball that much. That's what they use the short passing game for.
I mean, with Brady, I can give you like a little bit of leeway, but
He
Because
played
like no
18 years with
offense.
them. Like,
I know, but like when they first got when I'm saying with Josh McDaniels. So when Josh McDaniels had Brady, I can give you that. And then I don't know if Josh McDaniels was there when they had Randy Moss and
no,
all the weapons and stuff. But like okay, like that one I can give you. But towards the
like,
later years, they might not have had a top 10 running back. They might not have had one specific rusher. They would cycle their running backs a lot. That was the big thing, like fantasy wise.
Yeah.
Don't take a Patriots running back because you can't trust them. But they ran the ball. And
no.
I'm trying to see if I can.
Everybody cycles their running backs. It's not. There's only like one team that don't cycle their running
No,
backs. Nothing cycles.
no. Okay, when I
Not
say
like the
cycle their
Patriots like with their
when I
running
say
backs, though.
cycle their running backs, it's like 1 week this guy might be the lead back, the next week this guy might. As opposed to these other teams, if they have their true number one, unless they're hurt, they're the true number one, and then they just take, everybody gets a breather. Nobody plays 100% of the snaps. I'm talking about with the Patriots. Rex Burkhead might be the lead back 1 week. Then it would be Sony Michel. Then it would be James White. Then it would be, whoever else they could find. Like, that's what I mean with the Patriots.
Yeah, shit.
All these other teams, they have their number one, and they just, like, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to find. I really want to see what they did rushing offense wise, but I don't want to hold everything up. But yeah, Patriots. Yeah, no, I'm not. Josh McDaniels, if anything, should know how to run the ball.
Yeah, you just got to run the ball, bro. Like in situations like that, you have to run the ball.
Period. Like not even just that situation, just period.
Making my boy Devontae Adams look bad.
I mean, come on now, come on now. Like you got Devontae Adams, and that's crazy. That's crazy to me.
If you don't got time to get the man the ball, I mean, and then he's drawing double coverage.
Oh snap! We have 2 Raiders fans in here. I forgot.
I can understand that, but at the same time, you have to run specific plays to where it's going to work towards the O-line strength. Like if you know the O-line can't block for over 2 to 3 seconds, you have to start running quicker plays. We can't run plays that are long developing and take a long time to get down the field. Like
Hunter Renfro and all these other people last year, I ain't gonna lie, there's no excuse for him to be playing like this. Even if the O-line's playing like this, was still been
No, Holland. When Hunter Renfro was hurt, he's in concussion protocol, and the dude Hollins he's been drawing single coverage. That's why he's been getting off. I think like 2 games ago he had 12 catches for 160 yards.
Yeah,
like he's been, you know what I'm saying. But he's getting single covered because everything is rolled to Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
And then real quick, just to point out, even the last 2 years without Brady, not counting this year, just the 2021 and 2020, they had the 8th ranked rushing attack last year. They had the 4th ranked
they didn't have Tom Brady.
No, I'm just saying. I'm pointing out the 2 years. Even the year they were hurt, they had the 4th ranked. So they had 4th and 8th. That's with Josh McDaniels. When did Josh McDaniels come back? Like I know he went to Denver for a while, but he's been there for
Not that long.
A
He
minute.
wasn't gone for that long.
Yeah, no. And then 2019,
He was there for like
2019 they were 18th. They were just 10th in touchdowns. But they were 9th in attempts. They just didn't average a lot of yards per carry. So that's 2019. 12. They went 12-4 that year. 2018 they were 5th in rushing, 5th in yards, 4th in touchdown, 3rd in attempts. You know what I mean? So 11-5 that year. 2017, 10th in rushing yards, 11th in attempts, 6th in touchdowns. Like they run the ball. Now it's just Tom Brady. So like Tom Brady's gonna get the run game ain't gonna get a lot of attention when Tom Brady's your quarterback. Leonard Fournette don't get attention now because Tom Brady is his quarterback. But they run the ball. Josh McDaniels should know how to do this. Now, granted, yes, I'll give you that the O-line is not that good. But the way I feel, you can be better than what you have been.
Yeah, that is definitely true. They just got to pick it up, bro. That's really about it.
And that's really it. That's just how simple it goes.
They offense should be a top offense in the league, honestly. It should be. Yeah, you just got to pick it up, though, honestly.
Nigel asked did Surtain have him on lock.
Derek Carr can't overcome how bad their offensive line.
But it was an even matchup though. They was trolling him. He was trolling.
But overall though, like that's why I say like you can do it on the Broncos. Like, and that's a shame. Like I was saying earlier, it's a shame that I mean, for the Saints too, it's a shame any team that has a worse record than the Broncos. forbidding injury. Like that's horrible. In
That
my
is crazy.
personal
I
opinion,
can't
that
even
is
lie.
like honestly, they shouldn't have lost this game. Like they shouldn't have lost this past game. Like if y'all saw Richard Sherman right after, like in the
Man, he
post
was sick.
game, like he
I
was going off.
valid though,
And
because run the ball, bro.
even though Richard Sherman even though he low key a hater, he low key do be hating on Russ a lot. I couldn't defend Russ here because I'm like, bruh, why are y'all throwing the ball on like what was it like 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1
3rd and 2.
in the at the end of
3rd
the
and
4th?
2.
Why are you throwing the ball? You're in field goal range. You get a first down, the game is over.
Paul
And then he
Hack-
was
that
late.
dude-
He was late
So-
and behind on the
Bad
throw.
coach. Bad coach. That
Um,
coach is horrible.
I can't like
There-
even though I agree with you, you are Russell Wilson.
Wilson.
You have been in
No,
this
no, no.
league long enough.
No,
People were
bad
calling
throw.
you.
Wilson, that was a
You
blatant
don't throw
read,
the
bro.
ball.
You can't
No,
miss
you
that.
audible.
Bad-
I don't care what my coach is calling. I'm calling a run play. I don't care if I gotta call a timeout or what. I am calling a run play in that situation. It is 3rd and 2. You've been running the ball on them all day. You get a first down. Now, if it's 4th and 1 and you just want to like if it was 4th down, I can get with you on that. It's 3rd and 2, right before the 2-minute warning. You get a first down, the game is over. Or if you don't
Done.
get it, you can at least kick a field goal.
Kick the field
and
goal.
make it a
Yep.
and make it a like make them
It's a
have to go score a
6-point.
touchdown.
Yeah, it's a 6-point game. At that
What like now? Granted, I've always said like now if they catch that touchdown, are we having this conversation? Probably not.
It's
But
still
the
a bad
fact of the
call.
matter,
It's still a
I was
bad
about
call.
to say at the end of the day, you don't
That's
do
still a
that.
bad call.
And Russell
the
Wilson,
sample
you've been in
size is
this
really
league
small,
long enough.
but it seems
Yeah.
like Hackett is bunt.
No, he is.
That's
but
He's
that's
tough.
you don't
fact.
need you don't need a big sample size to know Nathaniel Hackett is not good.
No.
But you're
No.
Russell Wilson, bro. You're Russell Wilson. You can call an audible.
But I don't
you
think
can go
I don't
out there
think
and
Russell. I don't think he has it in him to go rogue like that. Like Aaron Rodgers would do that.
He's
Aaron
a
Rodgers looks to the
soldier.
sidelines.
Russell
Aaron
Wilson's
Rodgers
like,
look to the
I'm
sidelines
going
and be
to
like,
do
"Fuck that."
everything by the book.
We're gonna run
He's
the
like
ball.
a by the book kind of guy.
Well, he better get it together because he getting paid $245 million. I'm not paying you
Like-
$245 million to be
he's not like a
to be
break-
a
I'm a break the
below
rules type
average
guy.
game manager. I'm not paying you $245 million to be a below average game manager. I'm not.
No, I get it, but I don't. He just doesn't. He's not that guy. It's just honestly, it's a bad head coach, bad court. Like the quarterback head coach pairing is horrible. It's stupid. It doesn't make sense.
And there,
I just think they got to play better too at the end of the day. Like, and Nathaniel Hackett is
The
bad.
defense is
but
playing
Russ has
perfectly
to-
fine, in my opinion.
Russ
That
has
defense
to-
is playing
the
great.
defense is really good.
The defense is
But
playing
Russ
lights out.
Russ has to play a lot better.
I mean,
But
even
then-
their philosophy on offense, their route concept, like
They don't
nothing
have a
about
philosophy.
it. Nothing about it looks good. Nothing. The run
No.
game, nothing.
And then
They dropping
overtime,
passes.
he
They
missed
nothing.
And then he
Literally nothing.
missed KJ Hamler. Like, oh my
Why?
gosh, how are you running
Why?
a pick play? How are you running a pick play and you don't look at the pick play? Like,
Why?
why would you run a pick if you're not gonna look at it? They literally
But-
like it was perfectly designed.
All
Perfectly
that's-
designed. Why are you not looking at it? That's what you called an huddle. Why are you not
Everything they
looking
do
at
is
it?
wrong. Everything.
And then I'm sorry, like maybe Russell Wilson has a quiet ego, more of a quiet ego than we think. Because why is he testing Stephon Gilmore? He already messed you up in the fourth quarter. Why are you testing him in overtime? He's been strapping y'all up pretty much the whole second half. Why do you keep testing? I don't get when quarterbacks do that. Like, it's the perfect example. When Kaepernick threw the ball to Michael Crabtree on Sherman in the NFC Championship, I, to this day, will never understand why you tested him. Like, why? Like, we know what Legion of Boom was. We know who Richard Sherman was. He been strapping y'all up all day. Why do y'all want to get in y'all ego so bad? Like, just
Well,
make
that's
the
what
smart play because guess what? You can talk mess to him when you beat him. You can talk mess to those guys when you win. But you trying to get in your little ego and be like, nah, I want to make the play on this guy. It makes no sense. Like, I'm sorry, like, especially because they don't
not
have like a
respecting him.
Stephon Diggs.
He's like, oh, I'm gonna believe in my guy. Like, fuck you.
But like he doesn't even have a top 20 receiver on his team.
No, I get it. But
No,
Like,
none of
it'd be
them.
different.
None of those.
Like when Josh Allen decides he wants to test Josh Allen, at least he's got Stephon Diggs. Aaron Rodgers had Devontae. You know, like you don't have that caliber of player. Like you don't even have a top 15 receiver. Why are you testing guys?
And he's
Who have been
testing them with
strapping
the
y'all
third
up?
receiver. He's testing them with the third receiver. He's not even testing them with Courtland Sutton or Jerry Jeudy.
Well, that last one was on Sutton, but
The,
yeah,
la-
the other one
the last one was
was.
the last one was Sutton. But for the most part, I'm like, bro, like, but even them, they're not playing up to snuff right now because Judy's dropping way too many passes and his route running looked like it dropped off.
The route running is there, but I think he's in his head more because of all the drops. So he's not focusing.
Now that's a receiver that G Baby said is better than Mike Williams, but we can keep pushing.
I already said I'll walk back everything I said about Jerry Jeudy, but I'm not getting in my Mike Williams back today. I already said he's not top 30, and I stand on it.
Whatever. I don't want to talk about this trash ass game anymore. Like that was the worst thing I've ever saw in my life.
Oh, I don't want to watch next week either. Commanders Bears, bro.
Shut up, man.
I do not want to watch that game next week. I don't.
I feel like that was gonna be more entertaining than that's what we just seen.
Nah, I don't think it is. I think
Chase
Justin
Young
Fields
gonna
is
be
getting.
back next week.
I bet you they score a touchdown though.
The Commanders, maybe not the
Somebody
Bears.
will score a touchdown.
The Commanders, maybe. The Bears, bro. You know the Bears won a game with Justin Fields throwing for 5, going 5 of 12 with 84 yards and 3 picks or 2 picks or whatever it was. They won a game doing
did.
that.
They did do that.
I'm not.
All I'm saying is when Carson
Maybe
Wentz
the
plays,
Commanders.
the game is guaranteed to be entertaining in some way.
That's true.
Chase Young will be back. There'll be a lot of sacks.
That's true.
I
too.
hope so because
There we go.
I mean there was a lot of sacks in this game and they still lost.
true, too.
And they still
That's very true.
lost. Russell Wilson, bro. Oh my gosh. Is Russell Wilson a top 10
he-
quarterback to y'all still?
No.
Broncos
Not right
country. That's right.
Let's die.
Like thus far through the season,
Let's die.
how can you even say?
No. Overall, because obviously it's in the season. But like for example, I think we're still gonna hold Dak top 15 even though he ain't played.
Overall,
just stuff like that. So overall, is Russell Wilson still a top 10 quarterback in y'all's eyes?
Yeah, but he's got to play better though. He's got to play better. He's got to. They brought him there to revitalize that team because they thought that that's a Super Bowl winning team. The defense, that's a Super Bowl caliber defense.
Yeah, defense. The offense, I was never sold on. I've always said, even when they traded him, I was like, I mean, I literally said they traded Russell Wilson over there to still miss the playoffs because I thought
You know
they had
what
the
hurt
worst
them?
receiving
Their left
core.
tackle's out for the year now, so they're even more.
You know what's hurting them? I think they didn't anticipate losing Noah Fant.
Yeah, I was gonna say losing Noah Fan. That's
They
what fucked
knew
him up.
that though.
I don't
They
know,
put him in the
that
trade
guy, What's his
package.
name? Sauber. He's been playing pretty good though.
But they put him
He's
in the
not
trade
no-
package.
But he's not Noah Fant though.
What is Noah Fant?
I think he's just a better tight end.
Oh, like, okay, yeah, I can get with you on that, but like, Noah Fant, like, when they put him in the trade package, I was like, I mean, because he's not doing nothing in Seattle either, at least not to my knowledge. Like,
Geno Smith.
who's playing better than Russell Wilson right now? Who's
Geno
playing
Smith
better than
is
Russell Wilson?
like if just
I
based on the
will
4
never.
games,
I won't
he's
believe.
in the top 10.
Like he's playing above water right now. Like this is shocking, but I'm not going to bank on Geno Smith being.
He looks like West Virginia Geno Smith again.
No cap. He really is though. He really does look like West Virginia.
Doesn't he?
He does.
looks like
I'm
West
not gonna
Virginia.
lie.
If he
he
does,
does.
and if he does, that's a good thing.
If he stays West Virginia, Geno
that's a
Smith
top
in the
30,
league,
that's a top quarterback.
Right?
That's like a top 25 quarterback. It could
At
be.
least for
I
sure.
mean, he's top 20 now.
Yeah.
We'll give him that buck.
like if
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's but yeah, I mean, y'all said it. He needs to play better for sure. Cause yikes.
that sums it up.
Quite
Man,
literally.
it's just bad all the way around, except for the defense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm ready to talk about a quarterback who's about to lead somebody to the promised land.
Who's that?
Andy Dalton, aka the Gingerbread Man.
I think he can hold it down for.
Did you just say Andy Dalton?
Andy Dalton. Randy
Listening on
Andy
YouTube,
Dalton.
and it was going fine. And I'm not
The
getting this
Gingerbread Man. That man. Oh my gosh. I've been waiting to say this to y'all.
Let's
To
get
y'all.
into it.
No, you switch up
Go ahead,
every time, bro.
say it. No. When we brought up the gingerbread,
Hey,
when we brought up the
Mel.
red rifle,
Hey Mel,
Hmm?
fuck that dude. Listen,
Y'all
listen.
hating.
Versus Jameis Winston, the God of the Saints. Jameis Winston. Now
Hey, no. That's what I'm about to
That was
address.
Andy
No. That's what I've been waiting to address to y'all. So look, I know what I said, how I've defended, and how I felt about Jameis. And I still love, like, have a love, I love Jameis. I love Jameis.
This don't sound like
Right.
But he's drafted.
But
we have the bomb on
the
Jameis
way I feel about this team. I felt we had a Super Bowl winning roster. We just had questions about the quarterback. And I thought if we could get Jameis from last year, them 7 games, I thought we could be Super Bowl contenders.
Well, the running
now,
has been a little disappointing.
Well, Kamara's been out for 2 games, but nevertheless, what I saw against the Vikings last week, this is the best our offense has looked. No Kamara, no MT. I think Jarvis maybe played, but I know he was coming off an injury.
He's not fully healthy.
And we didn't have our starting guard either, or our starting left tackle. We had 2 backups over there. And the first quarter still looked stagnant. But that was the best.
They were trying to give that game away.
Listen. I don't care. I don't care. This is the
They
NFL.
let Olave run down the middle of the field.
Yes,
with
that's
like
fine.
20 seconds.
That's fine. The Bucks let Olave get down the field in a crunch time too. Olave just fumbled. So it happens before. Olave is that guy. So my point is,
I got him on my fantasy.
At this point this year, because we can't tank, right? The NFC is wide open, and I don't like Bryce Young, CJ Stroud. Like, there's no quarterback waiting in the draft for us. So we can't afford to tank. So we need to do something. And if if this is what our offense is going to look like with Andy Dalton, I love you, Jameis, but go fix them back fractures and sit on the bench.
Yeah,
I will ride with whatever gives us wins. It took a double doink. After he just made a 60-yarder, it took a double doink from 61 for them to win that game.
Dude, he
I'm
literally
riding
had
with
to place
Randy.
the ball 2 inches forward more, and he would have fucking win.
Andy Dalton. The gingerbread man. That is what I am coining him. We might need to trademark him. We can make some money off of that if we start playing as good as I hope. I'm saying that man is going to lead the Saints to the playoffs. Because at this point, I can't. I want to believe in Jameis, but he's not doing it for me. So our team, we have a Super Bowl. We talk about Super Bowl level defenses. That's what the Saints are. A Super Bowl level defense. And we have the weapons. We have Kamara. We have Olave. And MT can stay healthy.
You see his cape flapping in the wind right now?
Andy Dalton. I'm not now. This is not me saying Andy Dalton's like some top 20 quarterback. I'm not saying he's top to top. I'm just saying that if this is what our offense is gonna look like, it's the best it's looked all year. So I'm gonna take what I can get at this point until we go get a quarterback. I'm gonna take what I can get.
Y'all here praising Mitch Trubisky. I don't want to hear this shit.
Who?
What?
Who?
I don't think we can do that. I don't think nobody
Who did that?
I mean,
That's
Tom and
what
I
it
remember when
sound like G-Baby was doing to me, Andy Dalton. Mitch Trubisky.
Andy Dalton is better than Mitch Trubisky.
no, that's by 1,000%.
With
Clear.
your eyes closed.
Yes.
Clear as Mitch Trubisky.
With your eyes closed.
You serious, Troy?
We talking about Bengals? We talking about Bengals, Andy Dalton?
Wait, no, Bengals. He still was ass.
Right. Okay. And
Hey, Andy Dalton was throwing
that's
for
what I'm
4K
saying.
when Hugh Jackson was the OC.
Even for Trubisky.
What that mean?
was always ass.
Trubisky is Andy Dalton clears. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Man, Andy Dalton is way better.
I
It's
don't
not even
care.
personal.
Fuck them dudes.
Yeah, no, Mitchell Trubisky is just trash.
So it's right now Andy Dalton.
Thanks.
Not putting Andy
They're not
Dalton
even
on
close.
pedestal.
Well, I mean,
Not
that's
saying
what
they
you
close.
get when you take a quarterback from Duke.
Mitch couldn't hold Andy Dalton's job.
Right now he can. At this
Never.
current moment,
Because he's a backup and he's gonna be,
they are the
doing
same
everybody's laundry.
quarterbacks.
Absolutely.
They are the same quarterbacks right now.
Nah, Mr. Trubisky.
He could barely be his water.
Mitch Trubisky looked worse than Jameis. And Andy Dalton in that one game has played better than anything I've seen from him.
everybody.
Oh yeah,
He's not worse
for
than
sure.
Sam Darnold.
Oh yeah, Sam Darnold is still the worst quarterback in the league,
well,
but,
yeah.
but Mitch is right away.
Actually, I don't.
See, I could have said Sam.
Is Nathan Peterman still in the league?
He said Nathan Peterman.
Because if Nathan Peterman is still in the league,
I think
that
he is.
is the worst quarterback.
I think he
is still
he
on
is.
the
I'm almost
roster.
positive he is.
I think he is. He might be like the
whose
Ravens'
roster?
third
I
I mean,
quarterback.
it can't be that bad, being the third string. You might get a chance. You just
You
might.
want to know why? I think it's because coaches think if they could make him look decent, then it'll look good on their resume. Like, you see what I did with Nathan Peterman? Like that's.
But it hasn't worked. He's been on like 3 teams, and every time the second he gets on the field, it's like interception waiting to happen. It's like there's 3 things guaranteed in life: death, taxes, and Nathan Peterman throwing multiple interceptions.
Yeah, that's a fact. He's on the Bears right now, by the way.
Of course he's on the Bears. Where else would he be?
There's no pressure on Justin Fields
Right,
whatsoever.
right. There's no threat.
Andy Dalton came out and had the Joe Flacco week, and then G Baby switches off of James Winston, and now his back fracture.
I didn't switch
on
off
the
of Jameis.
sideline.
I didn't switch off of Jameis. I hope Jameis still turns into the guy I want him to be. But he has not done it so far, and there's no
Andy
quarterback.
still ain't gonna do it.
There's no quarterback in the draft that I like enough for us to get.
What was the last team?
So we gotta win something. We gotta do something. Like we have to. And if this is what Andy Dalton gonna look like, let's ride with him. Like our offense just needs to look better. Like
I mean, Taysom Hill is carrying that offense on his back.
And put him at a quarterback. I wouldn't be mad at that.
I mean, I would
You
like
came
us
up
to
here
use him a
caping for
lot more.
Taysom. If you came up here,
Well, I want
caping,
Taysom
would've
Hill. I want Taysom Hill to get more like
But
carries.
Andy
Like I need
can't
them
get
to
out of a
use him more.
playoff game though, and I can't do it.
He ain't never had a defense like we had.
I don't want to hear
It's a
nobody.
different story. Has the Bengals? When does Andy Dalton never had a
What?
defense like the Saints right now? When does Andy Dalton never had a defense like the Saints?
Never.
Like
Yeah.
not even
I don't
remotely
know.
close.
I don't know. I would have to look. I would have to look at that.
In the
you know,
Andy Dalton era, his roster and his coaches were never really good. Like he had AJ Green for a little bit, and that was like his only saving grace.
The offense was it was cool,
8
but the defense
touchdowns,
was
5
never good.
interceptions last
They
year.
had Geno Atkins and what's his face? The linebacker.
Oh, they had Vontez Burfict
Vontez Burfict.
for a minute.
They had the defense was decent.
But it wasn't this?
All right, game of the
all
week.
the pass rushers and maybe like a corner.
This should be interesting. What was you guys' game of week 4? Most interesting game, most boring game, most game that didn't make any sense. Whatever game you
So
want
long
to.
ago, I don't even
Well,
remember.
we said week 4, so
Yeah, that was last week.
I can't talk about last night, but week 4. Who do I want to go with for this week 4? Because there was some stuff.
We had the Bengals beat the Dolphins. Wait, well, before we get into that, can we really talk about this Tua? Because I'm hearing my boys think that Tua is done. Like that's it for him.
It's looking like
No,
that. No,
It
it's
looked like it at
Okay.
first. It looked like it at first.
I
but-
wouldn't be surprised, honestly. I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised.
but with the way that these doctors are talking and stuff, just reports I've seen, he might come back like by week 10.
Can you come back from?
I mean, you
Would
can.
you, though?
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that's the better question. Should you? Like,
Yeah, but
you.
is the
Well,
I
it
said,
question
depends.
would you though?
It depends
As a
on
player,
what's
would you come
actually
back?
wrong.
voice, or because of is he going to be allowed to? Like, what are you asking?
Well, what under what circumstances isn't he allowed to?
No, I'm saying like,
like
are
if the
you
doctors
asking
keep
like,
him
is
out.
he going to decide to stop playing football, or
Like Andrew Luck?
is he going to be physically capable of playing? Like, I'm not understanding. Like,
I think the question is,
No,
do you,
I think like so. What my boss was
Like
saying
if he's
is basically
cleared,
like,
would you come back? Like,
no, my boss is saying that he's done, like just completely out.
yeah, like
that
he's
works.
saying
so
like
you're,
the
so
doctors
you're saying
won't
he's
come back
never
and
going to
play.
be allowed to play football again. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's where my boss is going with it. I don't think that.
Oh, like they
he was
won't let
coming
him
back.
play.
Yeah, he's saying that he's just done because I don't know, bro. You know how it's
Well,
Well,
then
shoot, if it was
nobody
up to-
said.
Go ahead.
Yeah, like I'm just saying. Nobody did they say exactly what was wrong?
They're pretty
he's in
much.
concussion protocol.
No,
It's
they're saying
protocol.
what like yeah, I know he's in concussion protocol, but did they say exactly what the head injury was?
Not that I know of.
It was
Yeah,
rattling.
that would be
It was rattling on the dome, bro. That's what it was. His brain went whooshy whooshy.
But you never know. It could have been to the severity of like, hey, if another one of these happens, like you might be a vegetable or something like that. And
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
that
Like,
was
it's
bad. That was bad brain trauma. We're not gonna say and soften it up. Like that second one after Sunday, that little wobble. That's a concussion. He got a concussion. What grade of concussion? We don't know at that point. We don't know what it could have been there. But then when he goes back in, what was it? Monday, Thursday. He goes back in Thursday,
And
and
this
then
is how his fingers were looking.
he get banged like he was conscious like out of it. Like that's scary. That's his
Yeah, that's
brain
nerve damage.
not
That's what
being
I
able-
said.
Yeah, not being able to send those signals to his body. It's freezing. Like that's not a easy. That's a scary thing. Like and he's
Yeah,
so
no,
young
I mean
too.
that's
I
that's
don't
what I'm
think
saying. Like, it
that'll
just
be the last of them.
that-
Because
that doesn't-
I don't think so
if
either.
fighters get knocked out worse than that, then
Because-
they have another fight again. Like,
that's what happened to Brandon Cooks in the Super Bowl on the slant when he got knocked out. He was just grasping for air, or
Yeah,
grabbing
but
air.
We don't. Everybody's different, but I don't think he's out. I think he's coming back. I
Yeah,
No,
I
probably,
he'll
think
be back.
what I would have did with Tua is Sunday. I wouldn't have let him go back in the game. I would have made coach's decision whether he cleared protocol or not. You're gonna sit your ass on the sideline. We 3-0 right now. We got one of the most overpowered offenses with you three on this field. So I need to preserve that. So you're gonna sit out this game, and I'm gonna sit you next game. All right. Now you get.
Well, going in, they were 2-0. So
Yeah.
like the idea is like even if we lose this game, we'll
Yeah,
see them again. We'll
right.
be 2-1,
We're still
and
putting
then
ourselves in a position down the road to have you healthy and this potent offense to keep going off on teams. Like that's my idea as a coach when I'm coaching. All right, I understand you want to play. I understand, like I get it, but nah, we got to look for the future. We want to win a Super Bowl.
But
now,
I genuinely
this can
believe
probably hinder their Super Bowl because when are you going to try to rush him back? Like he's gonna have to miss a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
You can't just
He's gonna miss 4 weeks. He's
you
gonna miss about 4
can't
weeks.
just put him back in. Like you can't just throw him back in like that.
No, but I genuinely believe some of those decisions came from the top, though. I feel like they were pushing for him to play.
No, I think
We know that upper
player.
brass, but I think that upper brass is shady. Like I don't trust them to put players safe. Like I just think like just me owner. Like I know I'm not the coach, but somebody got to come up top and be like, no.
And that's why I asked, as a player, would you play for them again, even if you were cleared?
But
I wouldn't even. But
like Melvin Mulich said before, though, last Friday, you know, being a player, like you could lie your way through that concussion.
Like, very true.
You could lie your way through it. So if he lies his way through it, gets back in the game, that's at his own risk. And we see players do that a lot of times, get injured, get hurt, and be like, nah, I'm going back in, put me back in the game, I'm going back in. And then they risk further hurting themselves. And it just, in this case, to me, it just came out for the worse instead of the better. Like his concussion is way worse than it was on that Sunday.
But I think somebody on the staff or a player should have been like, nah, you're not going in, bro.
Absolutely.
There have been situations to a point where players have been coming off the field hurt or whatever the case may have been, and then want to go back in the field because they quote unquote feel fine, but somebody's like, nah, bro, you're not fine, bro.
Nah, you're not going back in.
You feel me? You're not fine, bro. Like you need to sit your ass down. Yeah, like. Yeah, you should. Me personally, as a coach, like you have to know, like when your player can go. Even if he says, "Coach, I'm good. I can go." No, sit your ass down. You're not.
The second I saw that stumble, it would have been
you're done.
He would have been done. I would have dragged him to the sideline. I would have just carried him.
Yep, you're done.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
about his back.
My back.
And
I ain't never stumbled like that with a back hurt. I'm sorry.
And it's crazy because anytime somebody gets hit like that or pushed like that, and they land on the back of their head and they instantly grab their shit like that.
They go like
and the other day it's a concussion. That's why I said. I think Miami's organization is shady because I think like even if we don't say Mike McDaniels, even if we don't say him, somebody up there was like, "Hey yo, just say he's good, man. We can't."
Nah, I'm not going that route. I'm going that route.
I don't think that's the route I'm going.
We probably lied his way through the damn concussion protocol.
I think it's a combination of both.
Got back in the game because he wanted to win the game, and he knows that they were having fun out there. He wanted to get back in the game, win it for the guys Tyreek Hill and Waddle, and he put himself back in the game, and he did not get hurt that game. Like it didn't happen to him again that game. So that was the lucky part. It was like, what if it happens if he got it back to back? He had days to recuperate from the first one, but the second one was still the outcome of it was still bad.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing is like after a concussion, like I've been around dudes who had concussions, like the day after you feel like shit. So how was it that he got through Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday and nothing?
Well, they kept covering it up. Well, I don't want to say that. They kept listing it, but they kept listing the reason he wasn't participating in practice. The reason how they kept listing it was back in I think ankle. I think they even put one day, but they kept saying Tua wasn't practicing. Oh God, Tua wasn't practicing because of his back. So that's why I say I think it's shady because it's like all signs are pointing to a cover up. Like you don't get fired. If he passed the test, why are you getting fired?
My boss also thinking the coach is out.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Coach is going. Later, adios.
Well, they fired the doctors, so that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, I told him that. He was like, "Nah, I think that's not the."
I was gonna say I don't think they're.
But done. He's gonna be the scapegoat.
Coach is like the last line of defense to protecting the players. Like, yeah, you have the medical staff there, but coach is supposed to ultimately be like, nah, you can't go. I'm sitting here.
I mean, I hear you, but
I mean, we ultimately seen that with AB. That's what like coach told that nigga go, and he was like, whatever
that's
happened,
but that's
whatever
my Tomlin though.
happened, he was like nah, I'm not. But I don't know. It's just scary because he's young, and it's like
And
he has a prominent future, but it's like
Did he ever have any concussions in college or before
No.
that?
Not to my knowledge.
No.
No.
I was saying, no,
No,
not to
he
my
just
that
knowledge.
one's bad
Yeah.
though. That like the rattle of his brain, like people understand your brain not supposed to smack against your skull like that. It's not, and it smacked twice in a 5-day span. That's a
That
little
that,
crazy.
that AB point is interesting though. Like it makes me think about what G Baby said. Like somebody pushing for him to play from the top because AB literally
It's
expressed to
not
them that he was
somebody, it's
hurt.
all of them.
You know what I'm saying? But he expressed to somebody that he was hurt.
No, I'm not
or expressed to
dismissing
the
it. I
team that he
don't.
was
I think
hurt.
it could be.
And then
I just don't think in this situation. I think Tua, knowing they had the verse to go 3-0, knowing they got the verse, like he wanted to get back in that game. We see it happen
yeah.
with players
I'm
all
just
the
saying
time.
it kind of doesn't sound far fetched when you think.
No,
about
it doesn't. It doesn't at all. It doesn't. All right, but
Well,
let's get to it. Go ahead, Mel.
no, I was gonna say, well, the Antonio Brown thing was a little. It's just slightly different to me,
No,
only
100%.
No, definitely. It's just
he played the whole first half.
true.
Like so, I can see a coach being like, "Dude, you done played the whole first half. You can't
But
tell
did
me
you
your
listen
ankle and
to?
shit
Did you
hurt now."
listen to? No, but did you actually listen to AB's interview when he was on? What was it? It was the pivot, I think. It was,
Mm-mm.
Oh
Nah,
yeah.
and when he told like what happened from his side. I don't
Yeah,
remember
he
all
said
of
going in. He said going into that game, he had the injury.
He
and
had
the
the
coach
injury.
knew,
Yeah.
and the coach
No, I
knew.
told him.
But
And he also said that why have me knowing I got my ankle injury and knowing he did bring up the bonus and he was like knowing that I can have that, but I got my ankle injury and I'm out here busting my ass. Why not give me the targets? Like why not throw me the ball so I could get the bonus and help the team? He's like, last year, what did I do for the team? I helped these niggas win the Super Bowl. That was
Man,
me.
but Brady if there's one thing I'm gonna give Tom Brady, he gonna make sure you get your bread.
No, but didn't happen in his case. It did not
but
happen.
weren't they playing the Jets that day too, though?
Look,
Yeah.
Yes.
I was there. I saw it live.
Yeah, like
did you catch
I'm
it?
not about to lose sleep about not
What
getting
side was
targets
you on
versus the
the
Jets.
side of the bench? You
True.
wasn't on his side of the bench, Reggie.
He did it in the end zone. And
Oh,
yeah, I'm on.
No,
I
he
was
did
on
the
their
dance
side.
in the end zone. He took his stuff off.
Yeah, no, I'm on the away team side.
That shit would have been cool if he's just throwing shit your way. That shit be cool as hell. Like, you see the niggas in the front row tussling over me, like, all right, this is a different experience. All right, that shit could be all ripped up. By the time those two threw it, it could be worth nothing. You feel me? But all right, week 4. What was your game from week 4?
So I'm gonna go with mine, and I'm going to say I really liked how the Patriots competed against the Packers. No Mac Jones,
Not a bad
no Brian Hoyer. They had their third round or their third string rookie quarterback, Zabape. And obviously he didn't do nothing crazy.
Say that again for me.
Zabape? Is that not his name?
Yes,
The
I,
Pape.
I didn't even attempt to say it.
It's like Zappy, right?
Oh,
I thought it
Zappy,
was
that's what I
Zappy.
saw.
Hey, I love it,
whoops.
G baby. I love it.
Whoops. I just.
Hey, on this show, your
Hey,
name
I
is
thought the
Zabapi.
same thing.
Your name on this
Hey.
show is Zabapi.
His name is the.
But like that,
I love it.
I think the fact that they had to go to overtime to win, and once it was going to overtime, I knew like, okay, Packers are probably gonna win this game because it's a rookie quarterback. Belichick and them are not gonna take chances. Like they're hoping for a defensive score. That's what they're hoping for.
Yeah,
But the fact that that game had to go to overtime, and the fact that the Patriots defense was just playing lights out, and even because I think Brian Hoyer got hurt, second quarter or something like that.
It was early.
Like, yeah, it was early. Like, I think with everything that happened, I think the Patriots played as well as you could play.
I don't disagree. I still watched it.
And I like just seeing that the way this team is playing. Genuinely, don't let them get a good offensive roster. Don't let them get quality weapons. Because I think this Patriots team, maybe not now, but I just look at the way they've played these couple of games with the
Do you think Mac
less
Jones?
talent.
You believe in Mac Jones?
I believe in Matt Jones to grow under Belichick enough to be a competitive threat. I'm not saying he's going to be top 10. I'm not saying he's going to wow you.
You could be a Jimmy G
But
type guy.
A better version.
In the scheme of
Yeah, a
production
better
right
version.
now,
A better version of Jimmy G, honestly.
Not mad at that. Not
I'm
mad at that.
not mad at that at all.
DK,
And I think if they get quality weapons, like, I'm not saying he's going to be the exact same. I want to preface that. I'm not saying this is going to be the exact same. But Brady was a game manager when he first started and then took off. If they get him weapons and we see that same jump with Mac Jones, they're going to be a problem in the next couple of years.
I just don't like Alabama quarterbacks. They never pan out.
I understand
Right now, the last three are looking pretty good. Hurts, Tua, and Mac Jones is looking alright.
Even though Jalen Hurts played at Bama, like
he got saved by Oklahoma. I know.
That's why
Lincoln Ryan whispered in his ear, and that's why he got drafted. Honestly, he was about to be a fourth, fifth round pick till he went to Oklahoma. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah,
GK,
I don't consider Jalen Hurts the Alabama quarterback.
GK, what was your game? Because I know you got to get out of here soon.
I was just gonna say the Eagles because they were down 14-0, so like they easily could have rolled over, and then they really showed me like they're not fraudulent. Like they had injuries on the offensive line, they were able to overcome that. Jalen Hurts really looks like he's the dude. Like people were questioning, like even Eagles fans going into the season, like I don't know about Jalen Hurts. Like I'm like, bro,
I was too.
That's very
crazy.
true.
I was like, you're crazy. Like he's that dude. And I just feel like, although we're only 4 weeks in or whatever, like, given that, like, it's pretty validating so far for the Eagles.
They're the best team in the NFC, no questions asked.
But yeah, I gotta go. But I had fun.
All right, G.
All right.
I'll go with my game. I'll ask you guys a question. What was the score, the total score of the Lions versus the Seahawks?
My game with the total score.
93.
I was gonna say same thing.
93. But that's not my game of the week. My game of the week is the 49ers versus the Rams because I don't understand how the 49ers kept them to, what was it, 9 points? Is all you can put up on 49ers?
Yeah.
9 points? Come on, Matty Stafford and Cooper Kupp, the best wide receiver in the league. He's the best wide. He's number one. He's number one.
Yeah, I think he's
number one. Cooper Douglas Kupp, Lord and Savior. Yeah,
No,
sure.
That's for the chat. That's for the chat.
Sure, he's the Lord and Savior. So I see the Lord and the Saving. I see it. 9 points.
He tried to save him.
Yeah.
I mean, in fairness, like if we want to do
I don't wanna
like
hear no
suspicions and stuff, the 49ers do have their number.
Hey,
The 49ers stayed
Hey.
them.
hey, that's fine. You could beat him, but just score more than 9 points.
Oh,
They
but
could
play
be
better.
better
Yeah.
than
Absolutely.
24 to
I'm
9.
with you.
Come on, man.
I'm with you.
You
Yeah,
gotta-
Well,
Matt Stafford.
Styles make fights, man. And
Matt
the 49ers.
Stafford, when he went to the Rams, he was kind of on that decline, and now it's like,
Was he really though on the decline when he got there?
hell yeah,
No,
He was at the same level, and then like,
he's on a better team.
Yeah,
I used to hate when people like,
that-
he's on a trash Lions team. Bro, I ain't want to.
no, he was good for the Lions. I was
thank
not good
you.
for the
That's
Lions
facts.
because the Lions.
That's
look,
absolute
who's
facts,
for the
bro.
Lions now?
All the time that Jim Caldwell was there, all them teams were playoff teams. You just lost. And then
No,
like them last
100%.
few years, they were dirty.
He just
Matt
lost.
Stafford was Matt Stafford. Like I used to always look forward to the Lions and the Packers game, bro. I still do because when Matt Stafford was there, it was somehow going to be 48-44 something like that because them guys was going to shoot it out. Like it
No,
just
yeah, I feel
always seemed to happen. So
I just bring up
get
teams.
Matt
I
Stafford,
just
but if
I
you're
bring up.
saying, if you're not saying he was on a drop off last year, that's why I said a little like it was curving. It was curving to go down. But it's like this year is like.
I mean, their O line is.
It's
If
early.
we talk about the Raiders O line, their O line is bad too.
But how could
If
you
there's
go
two
from winning
things-
the Super Bowl to having a trash O line?
They lost a lot of.
They
pieces.
lost a lot of a big
Lost
portion
to
of the
injury or
line.
lost to
No, lost to free
Retired.
agency. Retired and free
Retired.
agency.
Say Whitworth
Like
retired.
retired and free
Retired, I'm
agency.
not gonna knock you, but free
I
agency.
think they
come
lost
on,
their
you
right
gotta get
tackle to
those
free
guys back on
agency
the
too.
team.
Or no, their right guard.
Well, they don't have you know what they payroll is? They don't have enough money to keep everybody.
Listen,
They
And
signed
they
wanna hear about
their
your line.
defense and their defense isn't playing nowhere near what it did last year.
Well, they lost pieces on the defense
Von
too.
Miller ain't there.
And
No,
Leonard
but I'm
Floyd,
saying-
if Leonard Floyd is
If
quiet,
Von Miller was there with Bobby Wag, it'd be crazy.
But I'm just saying, you got
They know each other too well.
J Ram is not playing. He's been trashed this whole for
That
most
guy
of the
from
season.
the Cowboys playing better than him.
What?
Trey Dix.
He's
Jalen Ramsey.
he's inconsistent right now.
Define
Alright.
trash.
I'm
Define
not saying
Okay.
trash.
trash. I'm not saying he's
Okay, for him, he's not playing at the level I would expect him to be playing.
Oh, 100%.
He's getting
He's just
beat too
playing.
much.
He's just playing. He
missing
just had one
tackles.
game. I was thinking.
Wait, other than
missing-
Stephon Diggs, where is he getting beat? That's a genuine question. Because Stephon Diggs cooked him. I'll give you that.
And if you want to be honest,
Yeah.
that touchdown looked like a blown coverage. So like, if you
No,
want
but-
to be
Stephon
specific,
Diggs is
he
cooking
really.
everybody right now.
Oh my!
No, what I'm saying was like even in the tackle, like the half-ass tackle he tried to put on Debo on the touchdown run, like. At least, like,
I'm not gonna look at
you
that.
gotta-
I'm not gonna look at that one tackle. I'm not gonna look at that one tackle.
But it's been out of the 4 games, he had 1 good game. That was the second game when he ended it with on interception. Was that the second game or the third game?
Second.
Who did he
That
play?
was the second
Who did they play week 2? The Cardinals?
Was it the Cardinals? I can't remember who it was.
Because they lost week 1 to the Bills. Oh no, they beat the Falcons. They beat the Falcons, then they beat the
Yeah,
Cardinals.
It was yeah. And he had a decent game. The third game wasn't bad either, but I guess I'm expecting more from him now.
I mean, what more you want me to expect from him? Like, besides the Bills game, like, what else you want him? Like, he can always play like this. Like,
Yeah,
he's Jalen Ramsey.
He's been strapping shit since that.
And he's not he's not gonna get a lot of interceptions for you either. Like that's not who he is. So like I'll give you he missed tackle on Debo. Like yeah, bro, you gotta make that tackle. But like
So does
even against the 49ers, I don't think he was getting cooked.
I was gonna say
Yeah, he put Ayuk in a
yeah.
box. Real talk.
Legitimately in his seatbelt, and you know when you hit it, when you know when you hit the brakes too hard and you can't move that month. Yeah, he had Brandon Ayuk in one of them Jones.
No, yeah. I won't say trash. Though.
I just think the team has looked bad, so it's making Jalen Ramsey look worse because he's on that team.
Yeah, the defense isn't looking good. Their D line is
Because they can't stop the run and they can't run the ball. That is literally the disaster for a bad team.
I say my game of the week though is probably Vikings and Saints.
Of course it is.
That double doink. That shit was crazy. Chris Olave went stupid. Marshall Lattimore.
I thought if the ball like go inside, it good.
Nah,
But it bounced out of the crossbar. Like when it hit the crossbar, it bounced out. So they
Yeah, but I thought if it goes in and bounces
Marshall
back
Lattimore got
out,
fried.
it
Andy
count.
Glenn looked like a whole different quarterback. Chris Olave looked like how he's supposed to be playing, expected.
Mm-hmm.
Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Probably. You know,
Don't say it. Please don't say Andy Dalton.
That was my game of the week because they had me turned up at 6:00 in the morning.
yeah, no cap.
Oh yeah, that thing was early. It was 9 over here. I was at the job like the football game home. But G Baby had some things he wanted to go through. You want to start with quarterback controversy in Dallas.
Yeah. I just wanted to ask if y'all think there's a little controversy because you know how Jerry Jones likes to be.
Absolutely not.
You know how I'm just saying.
No.
Do y'all genuinely believe, and this is why I really want to ask this question. They're 3-1 right now.
Cooper
Y'all
Rush
genuinely
is
believe they would still have this record with Dak Prescott?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You think they still beat the Bengals with Dak Prescott?
Yes.
Yes.
1,000%.
Interesting.
1,000%.
I know you're not sitting here saying Cooper Rush is better than Dak Prescott.
That's not what I said. I didn't think Dak Prescott was better than Tony Romo when he replaced him. But if you're playing good and you winning, I didn't think Kaepernick. I didn't think Kaepernick was better than Alex Smith at the time.
What?
But Kaepernick was just honestly, Kaepernick was a better runner.
You said you didn't think
Like that's and then they were winning. They went on a streak. That's why I don't think Dak Prescott was better than Tony Romo at the time.
In both of those situations,
all right. That is his name. All right.
Those were bad moves.
Leave that man alone.
I still think if they don't make the change to Kaepernick and leave Alex Smith, they probably win the Super Bowl, in my opinion.
Well, that year they lost in the championship, and then the next year they went to the Super Bowl. I say that year that they switched out Alex Smith. Oh, okay.
If he stays, they win the Super Bowl.
Who did they play in the NFC Chip and got smacked by?
Peyton
or
Manning,
lost
my
mine.
man.
That first year with Kaepernick.
Seahawks,
Nah,
Was it just-
because no, that was the third time.
Giants.
I think
Was
it was
it the
the
Giants?
Giants. Because it was the
Yeah, it might have
Giants.
been
Missed
the
by
Because
field
Giants.
goal.
Kevin Williams muffed the punt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that's right.
Absolutely,
That's right.
you're 1,000% correct.
That's right.
Some
They
respect
almost
on
burned down. They almost burned down a candlestick for that.
All
Yeah,
right. So no quarterback controversy.
No, I don't think so.
It was
I don't
just
think
it was just a curious
We
question.
kind of got to this, but should that guy in on the Saints continue to start?
Andy Dalton, baby,
They-
the
I don't know,
gingerbread man.
Randy Orton. I
Crazy
know.
because
Give
Jameis
you
Winston gave us a
RKO.
draft bust. That shit is stupid. That shit is crazy.
Jameis Winston is a draft bust or a career bust? Which one?
Man, ain't he can't hear. He a bust. He a bust.
Nah. We getting. Hey, just to let you know, Mel, I wrote it down. Career bust and draft bust. We need that on the
Yeah.
shirt. We need
I
that
saw
on the
that.
shirt.
That's
GK
I saw
right
that clip.
there.
I was like, he said he wasn't a career bust, but he was a
Because
draft
he had
bust, not
because
a
he
career
had a
bust.
career. He had a career and was still getting contracts, so that's why he
That's
wasn't
not
a
how.
career bust.
That's not how that works.
That's
How he works. So we got to
Yeah.
get him a shirt. That's GK shirt right there. Career bust.
Like
and
just
draft
because you
I
stayed
can
in the
understand
league,
why he said that though.
no. Just because you stayed in the league for 10 years, if you was the number one overall pick and you just happen to stay in the league for 10 years, you're still a bust. If you're not,
Yeah, like
if you're not,
if I was expected to be a franchise quarterback and now I'm just a backup, but I've been in the league 10 years, I'm still a bust.
yeah, you're a
You
bust.
draft
I
bust,
don't-
but you're not necessarily a career
Nah,
bust though.
look, we don't want to get back into this.
Hey, see,
But
that's the
even-
logic behind it. We got to
understand
get
what
the
he was
shirts
talking
now.
about.
Man,
I
No,
know.
the logic is your career isn't where we thought your career should be, so you're a bust, a career bust as well.
Exactly.
It should
Just
be on
having
one
a
thing,
career.
okay? It should be on one
So
thing, but it's
his
not.
logic was, oh, well, he had a career, so it's not a bust. You know what that tells me?
He had a
Thank you for
productive career.
participating. Here's your certificate. That's what
Okay.
that tells me.
I'm
So
just saying there's different
this is the
circumstances for certain
difference.
players.
No. This is the difference. Chase Daniel has been a career backup quarterback.
Uh-huh.
His career is dope because no one expected him to be anything outside of what he became. Pretty much a backup quarterback. If who was let me see. Let's take who's Trevor Lawrence. If Trevor Lawrence plays 12 years and ends up being a backup quarterback for 7 of those years,
He's a
his
bust.
career failed. He's a bust.
So since we're on this topic, I actually want to ask y'all a
What if
question
he put
'cause
up?
the name
what if he
just
put
came
up
into my head.
20,000 yards. 50,
In
100
12 years, that's horrible. That's horrible.
Well, yeah.
Hey,
That
he
just
had a
adds to the
career.
point.
He had a
Yeah.
career.
Hey, real quick, do y'all think Teddy Bridgewater is a bust?
Injury bust. Since we coming up with bust.
Yeah.
Boy, he hanging.
Yeah.
And you
He
know
might
it's
be.
logic behind the injury bust because he was cutting it up on the Vikings.
He was on his way. Like every year he
was
had
cutting
improved.
it up.
And that year he got hurt, he was
And he got
actually
hurt.
balling.
And then
I mean, the
And it
injury
took him
kinda-
forever to came back.
Yeah, the injury effed him up, but
RG3.
you can't. Yeah, like you can't. I mean, injuries are part of the game. So
Yeah.
But
Sometimes
do
you
we?
can
I
come back,
guess
sometimes you
with
can't.
Teddy and like RG3, it's hard to call them bust because we know their career got short. Well, Teddy's still here, but we know like
Injury buzz,
RG3.
bro. That injury buzz. Grant Hill, injury buzz. Brandon Roy, injury buzz.
That's crazy. I'm not gonna hold you.
Jeremy Lin just buzzed. Back to football.
But you know, yeah, I just wanted to see if, like, since we got on this topic of busts and stuff, I wanted to see how y'all felt about
He
Teddy.
might be. I ain't gonna lie. But
it might be.
It's just tough
injury
because
buzz.
we know what he could have been if he didn't get hurt.
The shirt got to say there's 3 types of
that's.
buzz.
I mean, but that's what happens.
Draft
It's like
buzz, career bust, and injury bust.
Is Cordell Patterson a bust?
Too early to
hell,
tell.
No.
He can't be. No.
No.
What
'Cause
round?
the
when
reason
was
why
he
I
drafted?
asked
When was he
because-
wasn't he
drafted?
like a second?
The reason why I
He's a
asked
second,
is
or
I've
third
seen a
round
lot
pick,
of
right?
people say that, and I'm just like, how do you
For
even
real?
classify that? I
Real
swear to God.
But Cordell Patterson
Gotta
honestly
put it
was a
on the rank of 1-star,
returner.
2-star, 3-star.
His main thing was just being a
Taking
returner.
shots at everybody.
And that was
You
my
know what I
main
mean?
point. I'm like, bro, he's like what, second in kickoff return touchdowns right now?
Behind
Died,
Devin
died,
Hester.
some shit like that. Yeah,
That's the
like,
only reason he's still
that's
playing. He
crazy shit.
said he wants them to let them return punts so he can break Devin Hester's record and call it a day.
Yeah,
That's the
not
only reason
he
he's still
gets to
playing.
start a running back job, and then it's all
Yeah,
she
it's
wrote. So,
Yeah.
All right, Javonte Williams out for the year.
Tough.
I called it when I
Tough.
seen it, and I was so mad because I knew it happened. I knew exactly what happened when I seen it.
He was about to be in my top 15. I'm not gonna hold you.
He already top 15, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
He was floating around there, but I just wanted to see it more.
For
Because
me, he
last
was
year he
top
was splitting
15.
carries a lot.
He better than Zeke, but we can't. My boy got
Yeah,
it.
yeah, he is. He is, absolutely. So, sucks to see that.
Are the
Nice.
49ers Super Bowl contenders?
No. No.
I would say,
Why not?
because of their defense, yes.
No, I just don't. I can't. Their offense is way too inconsistent for me, dude. You can't go out there consistently and pray that the defense score a touchdown and you kick field goals every time you get down. You got to
They
score
offense was
touchdowns.
moving. They offense was moving against the Rams.
What was the score of that game?
27-9.
The defense scored how many points?
7.
7. And
Yeah,
how many
so you
field
got
goals did
20
they hit?
points.
How many
You got
field goals
20
did they hit?
points. So
How many
two.
field goals
So
did they
2
hit?
touchdowns, 2 field goals, and a defensive touchdown. What's wrong with that?
And the touchdown to Debo should have been a pick if that wasn't a rookie cornerback.
I mean, you could say that about a lot of touchdowns, honestly. So I don't really
No,
like that.
I'm just saying that was a bad he is a bad throw that turned into something great.
But
So, and I
you know
can't.
how many
I
defense, you
can't
know how
lie.
many
That's
Super Bowls, you know how many Super Bowls are won 21-17 or 23-20. Like, you know how
You
many
want to bank?
NFC Championship games?
You want to bank on
Or at
going
least
into a
some.
game saying, all right, well, if we don't score, there was a couple games where teams won by
No,
kicking a bunch of
that's
field
not what I'm
goals.
saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying what is the common cliche that is used in almost every single sport?
I totally
Defense
get
wins
that,
championships.
but the
So
offense still got to score points.
yeah, if I know I have a defense that can hold teams to 17 and all I got to do is get 20, I don't care how I get it as long as I get it.
Are you
So-
confident Jimmy G can get 20 points?
Yeah. I think the 40 I think if they're playing in a playoff game
I'm not.
and they score 20, obviously it's depending because like if they play the Chiefs, that's not going to be good enough. If they play the Bills, that's not going to be good enough. But if we just talk about in the NFC right now, they can beat everybody except the Bucks on the strength of their defense. I think Tom Brady
You are
is the
giving
best
them a lot of credit.
No. I said on the strength of their defense. Aaron Rodgers with the weapons combined, and we just talked about it earlier, the 49ers
trust
always
Aaron
have their
Rodgers
number.
to play.
Exactly. So get rid of them. Other than Aaron Rodgers, and I said Tom Brady would get him, what other quarterback do you trust in the playoffs? None, right?
I mean, there's going to be a lot of teams that we haven't really seen. I mean, I don't
Exactly.
but that's not. I don't trust their quarterback in the playoffs.
No, but don't you trust their defense? You've seen their defense lead them to a Super Bowl, right?
But the offense still gonna have to do something.
Yes, and the year they made the Super Bowl, their defense was good enough and their offense did something, right? Even if we look at last year's playoff run, they scored 24 or 27 against the Cowboys, 13 against the Packers, and then they dropped 20-something against the Rams. They just lost. So if your defense is good enough and can hold teams to 20, we've seen them get to a Super Bowl literally just like that. And I would argue they're better now than what they were 3 years ago. That's what I would argue. Defensively and slightly offensively.
Defensively,
Slightly.
I would give it to you.
I would say they need more production.
Well, that's what I'm
from
saying.
Joe
That's what I'm
Burrow
saying.
offensively.
If they played the Bucks, would they lose? Probably. But other than the Bucks, because as much as I love what Jalen Hurts is doing right now, what if he gets in the playoffs and wets the bet again? We don't know. I don't think he will, but we don't know. His only playoff game, he did not play well. So that's a question mark. That's the only
what I'm
other team
saying.
in the
Like, it's
NFC
like,
right now. But that's the only other team in the NFC right now that fears me. If I'm a 49ers fan, I feel like the only teams I got to worry about is the Bucks and maybe the Eagles. Maybe. If Jalen Hurts can keep this up in the playoffs, then absolutely I'm worried about them. But if Jalen Hurts falls short and wets the bed, the defenses are on par. I'm most likely going to take the 49ers, personally.
I just
Slightly, though. It's slight, but that's my thing.
I don't
Because I don't
trust
trust. No. if this NFC still had Drew Brees and the Rams were looking how they were supposed to, and Aaron Rodgers still had Devontae, I wouldn't even be talking right now. But because the NFC is so wide open, and I think the 49ers have the best, or if not second best behind the Eagles, defense in the NFC, there's no reason they can't get to the Super Bowl just off the strength of their defense. Will they win it?
Jimmy
We'll see.
Garoppolo.
You say that. You say that, but he, even if you want to say he hasn't wowed you with the stats and nothing like that, him as the quarterback hasn't hindered them from going to 2 NFC championships in 3 years.
That's cool.
I said it hasn't hindered them. I didn't say he's the reason they got there, but they ain't hindered them to get there. That's 2 NFC championships in 3 years. That's hard to do. That's a hard thing to do. I'm saying if you ride off the strength of their defense, and all he's doing is just being a good game manager, not turning over the ball and making the throws on crucial third downs.
That's the problem. I don't trust him to do that.
Jimmy G turns over the ball now?
I don't trust him to do that.
You don't trust him to not turn over the ball?
No, I do not.
What has he shown you to tell you he turns over the ball? Like, if this was Jameis, okay. If this was like Ryan Tannehill, okay. Jimmy G does not have that turnover. Like, that's not who he is.
He threw a pass last year in the playoff, dude, and he closed his eyes.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm not.
Yeah,
like,
that's
I'm
funny. Okay, so do you trust Matt Stafford? Because Matt Stafford honestly should not have been in that Super Bowl. If Jimmy Tart, if he just closes.
The example I would use for Jimmy G is this year when he not only stepped out the end zone, but threw a pick in the same play. Like, if he don't step out the end zone, he definitely throws a pick six that play.
Wait, what are you talking about?
What game was that?
2 games ago.
I was gonna say 2 games ago where he stepped
out
the
end Broncos?
zone. Yeah, stepped out the end zone. Even if he doesn't step out the end zone, that's
like he just brain.
Like I said, he's not gonna wow you with stats, and Jimmy G's gonna have some of them games. He's a mid-tier quarterback, so he's not gonna be great every single game. He's gonna have some of them games. But in the past 3 years, forbidding injury, and I'll get off this topic after that. In the past 3 years, forbidding injury, they've at least made an NFC championship, and in them playoff games, he's done enough. He's not the reason they weren't winning. Oh, I'm sorry. The Super Bowl throw I can give y'all. Him missing Emmanuel Sanders, that one I can give y'all. Because I went back and watched it. Yeah, that one I can give y'all. He overthrew him. I can give y'all that one. But, like, I'm just talking about as far... Like, that's what I said. Now, once he gets there, I don't know if he's going to win. But he can get you to an NFC championship.
Even the Packer game, Aaron Rodgers normally at least gets you 2 touchdowns. He threw none.
No, I feel
the Packers didn't, like...
And that's where winning off the strength of your defense comes in. If your defense is playing lights out like that, I trust Jimmy G to at least get me in field goal range if it's a close game. Whatever I need in that crucial moment, especially when my defense is playing lights out, I believe, at least in the course of a playoffs, Jimmy G can get me where I need to. Now, will he win the big one in the Super Bowl? I don't know. But he can. I know he can get me there. And honestly, in the NFC Championship, Jimmy Tart doesn't drop that interception. They're in 2 Super Bowls in 3 years. And the narrative on Jimmy G is different. I'm just keeping it a buck.
I wouldn't say it's different. I would just say that
it's a little better. It's better though. It's better though. 2 Super Bowls in 3 years. That's hard to do. That's like.
Not when you have a good defense like that,
Patty.
But even teams that have had a good defense, like
Patrick did it with a subpar defense.
No, they had a top defense that year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, honey badger on, guys. Yeah, might be. All right, let's get to these picks.
Gotcha.
Week 5. Picks are here. You guys sent your bread? No.
Yeah.
I did.
Mel's is there.
I'll double check, but I'm almost positive I did.
Yeah,
I think yours, G baby, yours was for last week, but you might have sent it. Not sure. But I won last week, so I get my win. I'm proud of myself. Fuck you, dudes.
Wow.
He said, "Wow." Just in fantasy. I mean, just in the pick'ems. Just in the pick'ems. Fuck you. Because I'm trying to win.
Oh yeah, because he picked the 49ers, and I was gonna switch.
I showed you. I told you.
I know, and I said I was gonna
literally told
switch
you.
it, but I just forgot.
I
to
literally
switch it.
told you. I literally told you what to do. And if you would have did that, we would have tied, and then we would have went to the point.
How many points did you put on it though?
56, I think.
Oh, I put 45, so yeah, I would have won.
Yeah. See?
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah.
All right, so first game we got, Trent, I'm sorry. We got the New York Giants versus the Green Bay Packers,
I got an upset
2-3-1
alert.
teams.
I forgot it was in London. When my pops told me he was flying in London, I totally forgot that shit was in London. I got an upset alert. We winning that bitch. I don't give a fuck what you say. We winning that bitch.
You got upset?
But if I pick the Saints to win a game that they shouldn't win, I'm biased. Anyways,
Say upset alert. You don't be saying upset alert.
Saquon and Wildcats? Stop it.
And Daniel Jones is playing. So I mean, hey, we don't have Jake Fromm.
he said that like that was gonna mean something. He like, oh yeah, Daniel Jones is playing. We getting the dub. Oh yeah, Daniel Jones finna go crazy.
Hey, that's what I wanted to thank you for saying. Hey, Mel, I wanted to say this. I wanted to say this. Both our quarterbacks can go down, man, and my team can still get a win. How about yours? How about yours?
You talk about me?
What you
No, I'm
got?
talking to Mel. I
Oh,
said
all right, what you said?
both of my team quarterbacks can go down, and we can still get a win. What about your team?
You
Did David Carr do that?
I'm on the fence.
David Carr didn't do that. But I'm taking the Packers.
I would put it like this: if the Packers lose this game, and Aaron Rodgers plays kind of mid like how he did
Our defense has been playing pretty solid.
before like the fourth quarter and overtime a little
And
bit.
we just added Landon Collins back.
If let Aaron Rodgers have a subpar game,
He's traveling with the team too. So
I am pushing that Aaron Rodgers agenda that I've been waiting to push.
That he's not top 5.
What's that?
He's been top 5. He's top 5.
That he's not a top 5 quarterback.
He can play shit.
Regular.
But also too, what did I tell y'all though? What did I say? I said that this offense was going to consistently struggle throughout the year. And they have consistently struggled. That was the reason I said though.
Yeah,
but you had top right over here saying that Aaron Rodgers was still going to win MVP with these no receivers and lack of weapons.
Still possibly can. He still go stupid.
No, he can't. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you.
We have
I'm not gonna hold you. There is no chance of Aaron Rodgers winning MVP.
You say that, but the Saints should have it last year with these past 4 weeks. They weren't looking that crazy. Them offenses were looking that crazy even last year.
No, last year was just we won.
I'm saying, but they weren't going stupid them first 2 games. I could have swore they were not going stupid.
Aaron Rodgers didn't look like this though.
It doesn't matter because, bro.
Yes, it does. That literally matters when coming to MVP.
He's still going to throw a lot of pass yards. He's
got 13 more games.
And they're still going to win the division. So they can still have a good record.
That 12 more.
They might not. They might not.
He's still be in consideration for MVP, no matter how you.
I doubt it. If he's in consideration, he's like a 6th or 5th.
It depends how. If he starts going stupid like I think he probably will.
I think Jalen Hurts. for sure. Jalen Hurts, Lamar, and Mahomes are for sure going to be over them.
Right
now.
No, I think period. I think
Yeah, long season, bro. Got 13 games.
You say that, but I'm 2 for 3 right now because my Saints aren't looking like I wanted. But I said T-Law with Doug Peterson was going to look nice, and I said this offense was going to consistently struggle, and that's what they've done.
That's fine, but they can still pick it up. And my thing is, he's still going to throw for a lot of yards. He's not going to throw over 10 picks. It's not happening. He hasn't thrown that shit in over like, 10, 11, a decade?
Yeah, that's fine.
He's still going to throw a lot of touchdowns.
That's fine. Other people are going to perform better than him.
They're still going to have to have a good record and be in the good. So he's always going to be in consideration for MVP, no matter what. So
just because you have a good record and you didn't throw a lot of picks don't mean you're going to be in contention.
If he throws a lot of touchdowns and he's not going to throw over 10 picks and he's throwing probably...
What's a lot of touchdowns to you?
If he still throws 30 to 40, like I've seen him do it like 30, probably like
so 30. So all he got to do is throw 30 in less than 10.
He probably can go like 35 and like 5.
I was gonna say 35 and 5.
And he have like 44, 45.
With those young receivers,
they have a good record.
And they're going to
Devontae Adams. Then they're going to be like, oh no.
Like, and they're going to finish. They're going to finish like 11-6, 12.
Right now, Aaron Rodgers is 935 yards, 6 touchdowns, 3 picks.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What that mean?
I'm sorry. I don't think he has a chance of winning MVP this year. I personally think there's at least 3 people that are going to win it before him.
That's fine. You could have said that in 2020. Some shit happens though. Like
In
Russ,
2020,
Russ,
no.
like,
In 2020, at least
he
in
wasn't supposed to be MVP.
2020, the only one that up until week 8 when Derrick Henry got hurt, he was the MVP, and then the
No.
only one you could have argued after that was Jonathan Taylor. I don't think anybody else was
last
close.
year. That's last
That's what
year.
you said.
I said 2020. Like he wasn't supposed to win.
Oh, yeah, 2020. Yeah, that was a closer race. I can give you 2020.
So I'm just saying.
But last year it was Derrick Henry until he got hurt, and after that,
I'm just saying,
there was nobody else.
Like they can eat. Like it can happen. So.
Or
He can fuck around and have 300 yards this game. I'm not going.
Yeah, like he can explode with these
But
young
upset
receivers,
alert.
and then
But upset
It's
alert.
still an upset alert because Saquon go for 250. Mark it. Fuck you talking about?
Right.
Mark it.
Glad we got that out the way.
115, Troy. Mark it.
I said that 2 weeks ago, and Giants stopped giving them the damn ball against the Cowboys.
Yeah. So who didn't make their pick? I think it was Mel and Let's Ride and Movie.
They all going to Packers.
yeah, I'm going Packers.
Nah, I'm actually think I'm gonna run with you on the Giants on this one.
I don't want you voting for my team.
Yeah, he is the curse.
Far over here. Nah, man. Trying to turn
You know
Danny
what?
down
Fine
to
then.
David.
Fine then. Screw that.
No, go with the Giants.
Hey.
No, go with them.
Hey,
Go with them.
Ron.
Go with them. Go with them.
No, we're
Go
gonna
with them.
go
Go
AA
with them.
Ron.
No, you said it already. Go with them. Go with them.
No. See, screw that.
See, I know how to
Aaron
make you change
Rodgers.
your mind. I know how to
I'm
make you
picking
He's
the
gonna go for
Packers
four-
because
I know
Aaron
how
Rodgers is
420
better
and
than
6
Daniel
touchdowns.
Jones. That's it.
I know how to make you change your mind, man. See, got
400
right
yards,
on the team,
6
guys.
touchdowns.
Follow that. That's how you do it. When you don't want somebody to vote for your team, that's what you do. Get them up off of it. Get them up off of it. And if I see you pick the Giants on this damn app, coming for
Nope,
you.
I picked the damn Packers.
All right. All right. We got the Falcons 2-2 versus the Buccaneers 2-2.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Buccaneers.
Free Kyle Pitts too, even though he out. But free
I'm
him.
not gonna hold you. This is
Falcons
my
on the
upset
upset.
alert. This is my upset alert.
Falcons on the upset.
When they haven't
I'll
playing,
take
like, they haven't been playing that bad this season. I'm not gonna hold you.
Like
I'm taking old man Brady.
they low key should be 3-1.
Yeah,
Low key.
should.
Low key.
The Saints shit, I ain't gonna lie, the Saints shit dead ass be 0-4. I'm not gonna hold you.
As much as I don't like that statement, I can't disagree.
I was gonna say, you
As much as I don't like that statement, I can't disagree. So yeah,
Um,
this is my upset alert.
everybody said they got.
Yeah, I got the
Yeah.
Falcons by
All
3.
right.
Old man Brady.
Next game we got 2-2 Bears versus the 3-1 Vikings, and I'm going to Bears.
Yeah, Vikings keep pushing.
I got Vikings by 20.
45.
Yeah, the Vikings.
I got the Vikings.
Yes, I got
It's
it.
not gonna be pretty.
All right, we got Lions versus Patriots. I'm taking the Lions.
Lions.
I'm
not doing that
because
again.
Mac Jones
I'm
is
not
not
doing-
playing.
I'm not doing
taking
that
the
again.
Lions.
Take
No,
them.
see,
They just put
The
up what
game-
40-45 last week. And
With
No.
no Amon Ra and no DJ Chark, by the way.
And no
or
DeAndre
DeAndre
Swift.
Swift.
I'm saying,
And they dropped 45. So they're supposed to be getting Amon Ra back this week.
we got a new follow-up.
no. I'm going Patriots. Just because
Is it
Lions
because you
beat the
put
Lions.
did you put the money on the Lions and it cost you?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That's what you get. We got 0-3-1 Texans versus the 2-2 Jaguars.
Jags by 20.
This is a tricky one.
Jags.
This is a tricky one.
How is it tricky?
Because this is a game where everybody would be like, it's a no-brainer. Dolphins should go out there and just wail on this fucking Texans. But then something
Jaguars, you
goofy
mean?
will happen.
You said the Jaguars, you mean? Because you said Dolphins.
Right. That's not me.
He's still thinking about Tua.
You would think that this would be, they would, that they would just walk this. I'm going to pick the Jags.
You do all that to do nothing.
No,
I
because
just want to know what you see
I'm-
from the Texans that tells you otherwise.
nothing, absolutely nothing. That's the point. There is nothing. But this would be one of them games that something stupid will happen and they'll win. That's all I'm saying.
I got the Jags on it.
I think they're gonna do exactly what they did last week: get down big early, and then get touchdowns late when it means nothing. That's what I think.
I mean,
That's the exact same thing that's gonna happen.
I got Jags. I just feel like this is going to be a stupid game. This is going to be a very stupid game. But either way, still going Jags. I just wanted to put that in there just so if it happens.
All right, we got 2-2 Chargers versus 2-2 Browns. I'm going Chargers.
I don't know because Keenan Allen isn't playing again, and
Yeah,
this could. And look,
Mr.
last week that was Mike Will's good game. So this week is finna be Mike Will's trash game. So but the Browns just lost to the Falcons, so I don't know. I don't know what these teams are doing.
That's
So I'm good.
So who's out?
Give me a
Who's
Brown.
out on the who's out on the D line for the Chargers? Which one is
Joey
it?
Bosa.
Bosa, right?
For no Rashawn Slater and
I
no
got the
Keenan
Browns. They
Allen.
got Miles Garrett after he coming back. He about to go stupid.
Miles Garrett is about to kill that left side of the O line.
I was say Miles Garrett.
But I think the way the Falcons were able to run on the Browns, I think the Chargers can do it as well. And they started giving Eckler the ball last week, so I hope they're thinking again. But dang, I don't know, man. I'm gonna say Chargers for now, just because I like my man Herb. But this is gonna be Mike Will's trash game because he already had a good one last week, so we know he doesn't do that 2 times in a row.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go Browns. I think Nick Chubb they're gonna get a heavy dose of Nick Chubb.
Yeah, they probably will.
Everybody said?
Yeah. I don't
All
like
right.
it though.
We got the 3-1 Dolphins versus the 2-2 Jets. I'm going the Jets. Psych. I lied.
Dolphins.
I'm going Dolphins. I'm not GK. Flick out GK.
I have the Dolphins.
And I ain't never voting for them again.
I have the Dolphins. But if the Jets beat them, don't be surprised. And it's because Teddy is starting. As much as I like Teddy.
Oh, you think he's Jameis Winston?
No, but I think I don't think he's going to. That offense, how it's been looking, is not going to look that way. And I think the Jets have an underrated defense. And so it's really like if they win, it's because Zach Wilson is trash. That's honestly what it depends on. If Zach Wilson plays like trash, then they're gonna win. But if Zach Wilson just plays adequate, I think they might catch him. But I'm still picking the Dolphins. Just don't be surprised.
Dolphins. All right, next up we
Dolphins.
got the 1-3 Steelers versus the 3-1 Bills.
Bills by 45,922.
It's gonna be a game of magic.
It was about 24.
Pickett is about to go crazy.
He's about to throw 3 picks.
Yeah,
That is
Vaughn
the
Miller
game.
gonna
Now it's
Vaughn
just
Miller
3
gonna be on his
touchdowns.
neck.
Pickett about to look like Danny Downs
He
in his
do-
rookie year. 5
He threw
touchdowns.
2 against the he threw 2 against the Jets, right?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. 2 of them wasn't on his fault. I'm not gonna lie.
You said 2 of what?
Chase Claypool. I said 2 of those picks. Kenny Pickett threw. But nah, the Bills about to smack them though.
Yeah, I got the Bills
Trey White's
Seahawks,
gonna play every
2 and
single
2.
day in jail.
versus the
Saints.
fuck is that?
Mm.
That's a 1-3 Saints. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Saints
What
got
is
who?
2023.
Saints versus who?
2023.
The Seahawks.
Going up the same size. 2023.
It was crazy because they could dead ass lose this game.
Yeah, they could, but I'm
But
putting
guess
faith
what?
in
I
Randy
got
Andy
the
Dalton.
Seahawks.
Yeah, I know you do.
Geno
So
Smith about to go
if they lose this
Will
game,
Smith
how
on you.
are you gonna feel?
I ain't gonna lie.
If they lose this game, you know what I'm
It's
genuinely
over.
you know how I'm genuinely feeling?
Done.
You know what I'm genuinely
They
feeling
are
right
the
now?
Steelers.
And which I think is very underrated. If we lose and our season is like a wash, you know there's a quarterback who's not getting paid right now.
Come on, Lamar Jackson. Fuck out of here. You're not getting him.
Oh,
Hey,
Everything
get
goes.
him to the big easy. Get him to the big easy.
You
I mean,
got
Hey,
if they lose this game,
He finally gonna have a receiving core. Think about it. He's gonna have a running game with Kamara. He's gonna have a receiving core and a top-notch defense.
That'll be nasty. That'll be
Sean
nasty.
Payton come with him.
wishful thinking.
Oh yeah, Sean Payton coming back. Hey, Sean Payton coming back.
He's thinking about going there.
And you know what? Sean Payton don't even have to come back as the head coach. Just let him be the OC. Dennis
Damn,
Allen
is it
good.
true? Damn, is it true that so Sean Payton made James Winston look better? Damn.
Probably. Yeah. Probably.
You know, I can't.
That just tells me Sean Payton's a top 5 head coach all
so many
time.
walkbacks from G. This nigga moonwalking today. G
What?
baby just moonwalking.
How am I moonwalking?
Because all
Sean
that
Payton, a top 5 head. Fuck is you on?
Yeah, I think he is. Why wouldn't he
What are you
be?
lying about?
Why wouldn't he
Top
be?
crazy
five?
any moonwalking.
Yeah, top 5 head coach all time. Why not?
5? What the fuck?
Why not? Wait, pause.
Yeah, I
Why
got
not?
this
What the?
I have the Saints, but why not? Why is that crazy to say?
All right, let me hear your 5 real quick.
You could say Bill Belichick, Mike Tomlin, Andy Reid. What's that old boy from? What's old boy name?
Mike Conley Shanahan.
Bill Parcells, and then you put Sean Payton right there. Now there's other ones you can argue.
Better head coach than Bill Walsh.
Ah, dang,
The fuck? You know how many
dang.
coaches there was? In that?
Oh, dang.
Dang.
John Madden.
Vince Lombardi, Don Shula. The fuck?
Don't talk to me about them old heads, bro. I'm not doing that, bro.
Oh,
You know,
I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that, bro.
Listen,
Look. You want me to keep it a buck? Look. I'm gonna go off on a nasty little tangent that I've never been. Look. I'm gonna just go off on a nasty little tangent that I don't think I've ever said out loud. Vince Lombardi and like I'm not saying they're not great coaches. You know what I mean? Like yeah, but like
Bill Walsh isn't a good coach.
I'm Bill Walsh. That's
You think Sean Payton a better coach than Tony Dungy?
yeah.
Oh my god.
Honestly, yeah. And I love Tony Dungy, but yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. But I understand it. I understand Bill Walsh. Like, so I might have to put Sean Payton to 6 because not naming Bill Walsh was a little nasty for me. But like Vince Lombardi and Don Shula, like they was cool. Like they was great in their time.
Jimmy Johnson.
Hey, I know where Mel get this clip where he going.
You want me to be nasty about Jimmy Johnson?
Oh, please don't. Oh, please don't.
No. Jimmy Johnson's an all time. But like.
We got to do this coaching stuff the other day.
But like, what did he do after Dallas? What did he tell me? What he did after Dallas?
Is Sean Payton a better coach than Jimmy Johnson?
I would say yes, slightly,
Oh, yeah.
super slightly.
All right.
Like by 0.25.
All right, let's
Like,
adjust
point
this
two
next Friday on the next show. We can get.
I'm just saying, bro.
But the next game
He
is.
was a great college coach who had good success in Dallas with a.
Good.
I said we're moving on to the next game. Save it for next week. Will y'all have another hour to debate what coaches are better than Sean Payton?
Oh my god.
5'5" guy. All right. The next game is the 2-2 Titans versus the 1-3 Commanders.
Titans aren't about to win 3 in a row. Commanders.
What the fuck is going on here? I'm going Titans.
I heard Sam Howell was supposed to be playing quarterback this week. I don't know.
Oh, Carson Wentz isn't playing?
No.
What?
Oh, never mind. I'm going Titans.
No, you can't. Ain't no. What's up with the switching picks, Mel? See what you started?
He lost his starting quarterback. I didn't know Carson Wentz wasn't playing. That means a lot.
Yeah,
Look,
I might have to
tell
take
you
back
something
my
about
excitement
Right?
comment
When
from earlier.
Justin Herbert went down with his ribs.
I don't know how true it is. I just heard that they are making a change at the quarterback position.
Oh, it's Heineke. Heineke coming back.
No, they
I'm
said
gonna look
they said Sam Howell. They said Sam Howell.
I'm gonna look that up. I didn't know Carson Wentz wasn't playing.
So
Why? Because he's hurt?
Commanders.
No, because they not winning.
Nah,
You're
there's no way
lying.
they're
They didn't
switching
bench him.
it. Yeah, I was like, they did not bench him if it was just for that. It's too early.
1-3.
Nah, there's no way. There's no way.
Everybody picked.
Yeah, I'm going Commanders. I don't think.
Titans.
Yeah,
All right, he's locked in at Commanders.
Yeah, I'm leaving the Commanders.
Everybody else went Titans.
Yo.
Yeah.
All right. Then we got the San Francisco 49ers, 2-2, versus the 1-3. Is that Baker Mayfield Panthers?
49ers by 30 because the defense is gonna score like 5 pick sixes.
49ers winning because they got.
49ers.
It's crazy.
I'm going Panthers.
Crazy.
Baker gonna come out. He's gonna come out the dojo. He's gonna He's gonna
It's
do it this
crazy.
week.
I had
I'm
faith in that.
gonna keep saying it till he do it. That's all. I'm
I got
gonna keep
49.
saying it till
Bro,
he.
Baker is so ass, bro. I can't
I
believe
got-
And I tried to give him a pass after his injury,
Yeah,
but
I was
I'm
just I
off that.
tried to give him a pass, but this season,
Nah, I'm off
bro,
that.
he's not.
Now, granted, Matt Rule is trash too, but he had a good head coach and still couldn't do nothing. So
All right.
Still
Next
going, still
game.
going Carolina.
We got the 3-1 Cooper Rush, Dak Prescott controversy in Dallas versus the Rams.
That is going in the video. That's all I'm saying. As soon as you started talking Cowboys, he started yawning. That shit was perfect. Going in the video.
Yeah, that needed to happen. Cowboys are boring as fuck. So we got the Cowboys 3-1 versus the 2-2 Rams. I'm taking the Rams in this one.
I got
think
the
Cooper
Rams
Kupp
because
is getting
I got
100
the
targets in this game for
Rams because CeeDee Lamb is about to
2,500
be
yards.
jail.
Yeah, I got the Rams because CD is going to get seat belted.
Don't
So
forget
I'm not-
Gallup. Don't
so
forget
I'm not-
Gallup.
I'm-
Don't
I'm-
put some
I'm-
respect on Gallup's name. He
I'm not
came
gonna
back
hold
and
y'all.
whoa, touchdown.
what's Sean McVay's record after a loss? Isn't it like some OD?
don't
Like
know.
has Sean McVay ever lost a back-to-back game? Like I know he might have once, but either way, point is I think
I
his
think
record
so.
is OD, but I think they're about to lose 2 straight. Their O line is not good. Their O line
I
is
think
not
Aaron
good. Michael
Donald about to have a
Parsons,
field day.
yes, but I think Michael Parsons is about to kill that D line more than Aaron Donald's about to kill the Cowboys D.
They're gonna double him.
I think Michael Parsons is about to have, but like mind you, their whole O line is trash. So like anybody on that DeMarcus Lawrence is still over there too.
Yep, that's true.
I think the Rams are about to have a hard time. I think they're like Cooper Kupp is gonna get his numbers. He's gonna look like a top 3 receiver like I have him. But that offense is not gonna be able to run the ball. Matt Stafford is you can book it right now. Matt
don't
Stafford
run
is
the ball
throwing
at
a
all.
pick. Matthew Stafford is throwing a pick to Trayvon Diggs.
I just wish.
Well,
He's gonna
that-
test
the
him,
Cooper-
and he's gonna
the
throw a pick to
Cooper
I
Trayvon
Rush-
just wish
Diggs.
that Cooper Kupp can get guarded by Trayvon Diggs. That's all I'm wishing.
Same.
I hope he does. I hope he does.
Same.
And if Cooper Kupp still
I
goes
wanna
off, I
see it.
wanna. I feel like he
Yeah,
will
100
though.
targets in this
I
one
feel
game.
like he will, but I feel like Trayvon Diggs will be on Cup,
All
but
He won't.
right,
he might.
we got Eagles 4-0 Eagles. Put some respect on their name
Fuck
versus the 2-2 Arizona Cardinals.
Philly by
It's
36.
crazy because Philly has
Eagles by 50.
Oh, bro, this shit is crazy. I got Philly, bro. This shit is crazy.
Yeah, Philly.
I'm taking
I
the
lied.
Cardinals.
Fuck that. No,
I'm
I
taking
need
the
them to
Cardinals.
lose. I got the Cardinals. I need them to lose.
I got the Cardinals. That's who I got.
I'm sick of them niggas.
All right, 2 more games, and we have it. 2 more games. We got the no O line. Somebody getting shiesty. Somebody doing some dance in the end zone. Bengals versus the he gonna run real fast and you won't give him a contract. Ravens. Who you taking?
I think
I'm
versus
going
Ravens.
Baltimore.
They always split, so I'm gonna go Ravens with this first one though.
Yeah, I'm taking Ravens.
I'm gonna go Bengals this first one because they need it more.
I can't wait for the next game.
I'm going to go Ravens.
I
Where's the
think
game
Bengals
at? Is
need
it in
more.
Baltimore? Where's
Yeah,
it
it's
at?
in
It's in
Baltimore.
Baltimore, but I think the Bengals need it more because, especially how they started their season, I think their next couple of games are going to be harder than Baltimore's. I
Baltimore
think.
needs
So,
to get a game that they finish in the fourth quarter, though. That's what Baltimore needs to do. All right, but the last game on this docket is the David Carr-led Raiders versus the Patrick. He is a king. He is a king.
Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes finna get up 40.
Mahomes Chiefs.
Mahomes
I want
finna-
Mel. Who you got in this game, Mel?
You already know who I got. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure your brain was still correct.
Yeah, Mahomes. They finna. Yeah.
I got Mahomes. Mulu say taking the Raiders.
I don't
Of
pick
course
against
he
my
is.
team.
Of course you don't.
You're not a smart man.
Mahomes.
Hey, I'll be that.
Mahomes.
You can't have a quarterback
and
like
Travis
David and go
Kelsey
Sorry.
are about to go ridiculous.
Travis Kelsey need to go ridiculous. I need him in fantasy. Hey, I just want to say this. I want to say this again. I believe, if I'm correct, ever since I lost to GK in the first week, I've not lost fantasy.
Yeah, am I 2-2 in this league or am I 3-1? Because
And I'm playing
shocked.
Trent this week. Trent, ready for that butt kicking?
I mean, it's not even fair, bro. Like,
Yeah, I'm actually undefeated since
it's not even
I've
like
been
I had an auto
GK
draft,
beat me.
bro. Like, it don't be
Since
fair.
GK beat me, I've been undefeated. I said it last week, and I'll say it again.
I'm 2-2,
Thank you, GK. One
but
of
like
those
my
losses
depth
is
on
going to
this
me.
team, my depth on my fantasy team is trash because
My
I
shit is
drafted
too.
Cam Akers. I drafted Cam Akers. That's what it is. If I would have got somebody else, I would have a flex, but I don't.
Tran, who you got? Justin Fields, Christian McCaffrey, McKenzie.
Justin Fields is your starting quarterback. Oh
Yes.
god, good luck.
You got Tyreek
Jeez.
Hill, who's
That is
You
horrible.
got
I
Teddy
feel for you.
Bridgewater, Randy
I'm sorry.
Andy
I
Dalton
do.
in the
I'm not
waivers.
sorry.
who? Oh, you got Moore, you got Hawkinson, DK.
No, yeah,
All
TJ
right.
Hawkinson.
I mean, I
Is
have
that
Derek
Green
Carr.
Bay's defense? I don't know what that's there for. And you got Bucker. Okay, it's not a bad team, but you know.
I mean, I ain't drafted, so I mean.
I mean, my quarterbacks are Derek Carr and Matt Ryan.
The
so-
only place I think you got me is probably with Tyreek Hill. It's the only thing.
Yeah, probably.
I got Josh Allen better than Justin Fields. Nick Chubb, I guess you can have a debate with him. Chris Caffrey, I'm taking Nick. James Robinson over McKenzie. I'll leave that up to y'all. I'm taking James.
Yeah, James Robinson.
Sutton, you can have Hill. Sutton versus Hill, you can have.
I mean,
Curtis
DJ Moore,
Samuels.
but
Curtis
Baker
Samuels versus DJ Moore.
Curtis Samuel versus DJ Moore. Fantasy wise, Curtis Samuel's getting more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll take Curtis. Then I got Kelsey versus Hawkinson. I'll take Kelsey. Then I got Brandon Ayuku. I don't know how to say your name. Sorry, bro. Versus DK.
You still got Devontae Smith on the bench, don't you?
Forever and always.
You want to trade him? You want to trade him to me?
No, I told you that last time. Yeah, stop asking me. He gonna sit there and rot away. Fuck that dude. He's the reason why I came up with that slogan. He's the reason why it's going on a shirt. I love that man. Fuck that dude. All right. Devontae will sit there and we'll see how many points he get this week. Maybe it'll be 30. Who knows? I don't think so. But yeah, then you kick a Bucker versus Young Way Cool. I don't know about
My bench is horrible. And then I got mad people hurt. No.
I got Jameis Winston on the bench.
Yeah, you can keep him there.
I just picked up Jimmy too. I said, let me snatch Jimmy up. Jimmy give me a solid 16 points, you know. He ain't gonna do shit in the game but think and dunk. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Trent's looking like I'm about to be 4-1. I hope you don't beat me. But if you do, good shit. But just know if you beat me, after you beat me, I'm going on a 3-game winning streak again. All right? It's just what happens when I lose. Just want y'all to know. I'm gloating because, you know, I think I'm where am I at in the league scoreboard?
I don't think anybody's undefeated.
Standings. I am number 2. Eric Dobinson, Batman and Dobbins. He's undefeated, 4-0. It's just me and him at the top. I'm 3-1. He 4-0. Then you got G Baby. You know he's sitting there looking at that 2-2 like
I think I started 0-2.
Then you got Puppy. He 2-2. You got Taz 2-2. You got I love this. GK 1-3. How does the events turn that? GK beat me week 1. I went on the 3-game winning streak. He went on a 3-game losing streak. It's the curse of Troy, baby. You don't want to beat me. When you play me in fantasy, put your worst lineup in. You want to lose to me. You'll have success after that. All right. But if you beat me, it's downhill. All right. Just ask him. See, G Baby, I beat G Baby. Now he having some success. He coming back. He in third place right now. You telling y'all that curse is real, but curse is real. Who gonna win this week in fantasy? I mean in pick'ems.
I mean, I don't know.
These games be
last
crazy.
week, but
Mel, you notorious for almost winning in the last seconds.
These games be crazy.
I just knew picking the 49ers was going to give me the win. I knew it because I was like, oh, you guys going to pick the Rams. So I was like, I got. That's the one game now. I'm like, they're going to give me the win. And the 49ers got me the win. And I got like 6 games in a row correct, too.
and I picked the freaking Broncos to do so. Oh my gosh, bro, they are so.
Yeah, I picked the Broncos this week, too.
I don't think I've ever picked. I don't think anytime I've picked the Broncos, I've won. I've got that right. And then the 2 times they won, I think I got it wrong.
Yeah, Broncos is up in the
They were not supposed to lose to that one.
Yeah, that game. Not the suck coach.
They weren't supposed to lose to the Seahawks.
They weren't supposed to lose that either.
But let's close it out. Final thoughts. Trent, final thoughts.
I'm with you, you know. I'll probably see you on Monday, you know. But about to come back with a dub this week. And we start off 4-1. Shit, the NFC East might be the best division in football.
Oh,
Stop. Oh my god.
You never know.
Nah, I mean, it's about time. It's getting
Also,
back
GM,
to
you
the
gotta walk
old
back your
NFC
Saints
East.
take
Final
right now.
thoughts. I will mute.
While y'all
I'm
winning
press
the
that mute
division.
button. Final thoughts. G
We
baby.
still have a chance. We only a game back.
G baby. Me.
Oh, final thoughts. Randy Andy Dalton, the gingerbread man. That's all I'm gonna say. Saints 2023.
With his head missing. Mulich. Final thoughts.
Raiders on the upset. Book it.
Mel.
Fuck Malika Andrews and Jamel Hill. We out.
Oh shit. My last words is
Who? Wait, who did you say?
Malika
Malika
Andrews.
Andrews and Jamil Hill? Yeah, I don't like either of
Yeah.
them either, so I'm with you.
listen.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna punch him in his face. Listen. My last words is let's ride David Cole.